just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Coming up next, we've got what should be a good one between the Denver Broncos and the London Bulldogs. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one between the Denver Broncos and the London Bulldogs. This will be fielded at the 6. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be taken out by the product of the University of Louisville, the talented Teddy Bridgewater.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First carry for Royce Freeman. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to...
Now Drake loses the football. It's going the other way. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
On 2nd down now, Richard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. It's complete to Grant. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
Used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. From the gun, Bridgewater. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Leading them out is the Austin, Texas native. At quarterback, it's Baker Mayfield.
Set, 180. Check 41. You got nothing today. You got hey, alert.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
A quick burst there. He nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, man. Watch the boot.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. A look now at how Denver is going to line up defensively. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on, because you're talking about where they rank in stopping the run. But how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks. Mayfield looks to throw. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Pistol. Switch gears.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, alert!
Throwing, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? First down, Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's Gutierrez. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he fires one incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Team 6.
Mayfield. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
You see me? You see me?
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big time pressure.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing on 2nd down, Bridgewater. He'll find his running back here, Richard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Running, it's Drake. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. This is caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Ryan Grant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Now that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a carry for Jacobs. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Mayfield now. It's caught by OBJ. And he's got this down to the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Jacobs. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown! A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 of the year as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. So that drive in total 8 plays. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go here, Teddy Bridgewater and company marches back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Final play of the half, Bridgewater. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll get started out on the West Coast in Oakland, and they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one.
And just like that, on we head to half number 2. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
So here is the home side to take over on offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Mayfield, and that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Let's go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. In on the tackle, the former All-Pro Chris Harris. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield to throw it. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Timmy Jernigan with a sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Flushed out right. He finds his target, Beckham. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. It's a big play there. 49 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's Jacobs. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys have taken the lead. He's given them a little jolt, just gave them the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag. but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. To throw is Bridgewater. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. Myles Garrett in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Throwing is Bridgewater. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Myles Garrett giving him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. He is looking to help his team build their lead after trailing at halftime. They've got to like the spot they're in right now.
They have to love it, but as you and I both know, cliche alert coming here. You're only as good as your last possession. But I think that they like, as you said, the spot they're in and how confidently they're playing at this point.
But again, just a 1-possession lead, looking to expand that now. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And finally down at the 41-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Mayfield looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gutierrez. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 40.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
King!
Jacobs now. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
That's a gain of 7.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. Of course you're going to give it to him.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
You say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a...
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. The throw complete here to Williams. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw, Bridgewater. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Check 3, check 3.
Now a draw play with Drake. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Kenyon Drake, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be fielded at the 8th. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
So here is the home side to take over on offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jacobs. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Run. Watch out.
Running is Jacobs. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Check tight. Point it right. Watch out.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A gain of 11 and a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. It's the fullback with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So the Broncos now down by 10, a little under 30 seconds remaining. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a 1st down. Here's Bridgewater. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. That's complete to Richard, the running back.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for London, the train just keeps rolling 9-0 now to start this campaign. And now it's off to